I'm about to walk you through how to easily charge upwards of 10K upfront by selling AI solutions. First things first, there's a few important questions that you have to ask yourself. First thing is, are you able to communicate the value of your service clearly? Are you able to present your service to your prospects and show them that this is the right solution for them and that they cannot live without the solution? The next thing is the problem you're solving directly tied to the bottom line of the business? You want the problem that you're solving for these businesses to be tied directly to the monetary aspect of their business. So for as an example, if your solution is, designing their logo or, giving them better creating hats for them, that you can't directly tie that to how much money that's going to make them. But when it comes to things like generating leads, nurturing leads, systems for converting leads, then these are things that are directly tied to the monetary aspect of the business. Okay. And the more your solution affects the bottom line of these businesses, the more valuable it is and the more you can charge for it. And the last thing is, does the market you're targeting have money? You cannot be selling to broke people, okay? You want to preferably, especially in the beginning, you want to be targeting brick and mortar businesses, businesses like law firms or, let's say HVAC, roofers, businesses that provide a real tangible solution, real value to the world, because these are businesses that make money and can benefit the most from your solution. So these are three very important questions you want to ask yourself. And once you can answer yes to all these questions, in order to charge 10K plus upfront, your service delivery needs to be structured in a highly valuable and leveraged way. And here's exactly what I mean. You do not want to be charging hourly. The last thing we want to do, especially if you're getting into business for financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, the last thing you want to do is be charging hourly. You do not want to sell your time for money. If you want to, make money as quickly as possible, then selling your time, that's not the right way. You need to implement leverage. If you don't have leverage in your business, it's going to take you a long time to get rich. And you do not want to be charging a monthly retainer. A monthly retainer is also another form of you selling your time. What you want to be doing is you want to charge upfront plus backend, plus a backend retainer. In other words, it's an AI infrastructure offer. You want to sell a tangible system that you built once and that they charge you a one-time implementation fee of 10, 15, 20 grand depending on your solution and the market you're targeting for you to implement that solution and then retain them on the backend for you to maintain the solution for them, okay, in a leveraged way. And so what does this look like? Well, for example, here's an example of a commodity offer that only solves one problem, okay, and that somebody can charge $500, $1,000, 1.5K per month. So you have your prospect's current situation and their desired situation, and you have the gap in between, okay? And if you're just solving that gap by implementing one mechanism, for example, you're building one AI voice dialer or one AI chatbot or, just one specific tool that you build and you put them on a monthly retainer or you charge them hourly, then that is not leveraged, okay? You're only solving one problem at a time, which means you're a general problem solver. You're not a specialized problem solver, so you're not unique and you're easily replaceable. And there's also a low probability of them reaching their desired situation since you're not solving every single problem in the gap that's stopping them from achieving their desired situation. You're only solving one problem, and there's other problems that need to be solved, which you're not solving in this instance. And then you're also easy to copy. If you're someone that's just building out a simple tool or doing something easy, then you're not unique and you're easily replaceable. And if you're easily replaceable, then you're competing on price, not value. You never want to compete on price. That is a race to the bottom. And then you're also selling your time, which we talked about, which is not leveraged, and you cannot charge high prices, which means the lower your prices, the truth is, people say, oh, don't raise your prices, people aren't going to buy from you, but the higher you put your price, the more valuable your product is perceived as, okay? And so that's one of the benefits of pricing your services higher, but you have to justify that price by making sure that what you're selling is actually valuable. And so what do you want to do? If you're in this instance, you want to take this and you want to package it into an AI infrastructure offer, which looks something like this, okay? You want to package it into an AI infrastructure offer that solves all of their problems, which you can charge 10K, 20K, even more depending, once again, on the market that you're providing these solutions to and the problems you're solving, okay? And so once again, you have your prospect's current and their desired situation. And in this instance, you want to identify what is every problem. You want to reverse engineer what is every problem that's stopping them from bridging this gap and reaching their desired situation. And then from there, you want to have mechanisms and systems and different insights that you provide to your clients that helps them reach their desired situation. Okay, and so in this instance, you're solving every problem in the gap, which makes you a specialized problem solver. So you're not a general problem solver that can be easily replaced. There's a higher probability of them reaching their desired situation because you're actually solving every problem in the gap. You're hard to copy since you're unique. The truth is that this does take a little more upfront effort to create and to build. But if you're doing something that has a higher barrier to entry, then in the long run, there's going to be less competition, which means in the long run, it's going to be easier to win, opposed to if you're getting into an opportunity that's low barrier to entry that anyone can learn, and that's going to have higher competition in the long run. Okay, always go for opportunities that have higher barrier of entry. And you're also selling systems that are already built. Okay, so either you have templates on you have a fulfillment team and you give them templates for each client that they plug and play, how to build out the solutions, different insights that you plug and play into each business, different systems, whether it's a CRM, different automations, or it's an AI tool, an AI mechanism that's already built that you plug and play into everyone's business, all your clients' business, to solve the gap, to solve each problem in the gap in between their current and their desired situation. And then you can charge a premium so that you can hire a fulfillment team. I hop on calls with a lot of people, and one of the main problems that I see that people have is that they charge very low prices, and they can't fulfill the service that they promised because that either they don't have the skills, or even worse, they're not collecting enough money up front to hire a team of A players to build out the service that they promised for their clients. And this is a huge benefit of collecting a lot of money up front. So when you collect a lot of money at once, you can reinvest that money into the business to hire a fulfillment team, to hire A players, to reinvest into your client acquisition. So that's a huge thing. The more money you collect up front, the more flexibility you have to leverage that money and make specific decisions within your business. And also, when it comes to fulfilling your service, I usually don't recommend, especially if you don't have a technical background, to be the one that's actually building out these systems, to be the one that's fulfilling on every aspect. I'd say as early as possible, especially if you're the founder in your business, think of yourself as a capital allocator. And the second you collect money, reinvest that money into hiring people that can do that work for you, and to people that have spent their life learning how to build these systems, on how to fulfill these promises. And hire a customer success rep, hires people with a technical background, a systems integrator, to fulfill on everything that you promise. And so that's kind of the mindset you want to operate within as the founder of the business. And so the main thing here is that to charge high prices, you need to have a valuable, tangible system that you build once and that you can leverage forever to plug and play into your prospects, your clients' businesses, to solve their problems forever, to cover the entire gap between their current and their desired situation, to make it inevitable for them to succeed. And so that's how you're providing a great you're providing a great system, a great service that helps your clients wins, that gets them results, and also gives you leverage and gives you a lot of money up front to be more flexible with your business and reinvest it. Okay, and so that's how you charge 10K plus upfront without selling your time, without charging a monthly retainer. You do not want to have a commodity offer. To have a valuable offer, they charge a one-time implementation fee to implement into your clients' businesses, and then you charge them a back-end monthly retainer to maintain that system once it's already been built into their business. And so that's how you exactly do it. So first link in the description is if you want to book a free one-on-one AI value call with me, so I can show you how exactly we're implementing these same insights, these same systems into our clients' businesses to help them scale in this massive revolution that's happening. And so if you're interested, go ahead and book a call with me, and we'll talk about it from there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.